13th pick in the 1996 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania.
Dear Kobe Bean Bryant, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for this game. Thank you for elevating this game to a new level. Thank you for taking this league by storm and showing people what basketball is all about. Hard work and dedication. From hitting the gyms at 3 a.m. to winning championships at midnight. Nothing you couldn't do, man. Winning the dunk contest as a rookie. Just everything you ever did. Growing up in Philly and then going to LA and running LA, basically. I mean, dude, it was outstanding and something that's never going to be replicated. I mean, everything Kobe did was crazy and out of this world. I mean, the man could have 5 defenders on him and still shoot it and wet it in everybody's face. I mean, the guy was arguably one of the most unstoppable players on offense in NBA history, and his defense is very underrated too. I believe he was a top shooting guard defender of all time. I mean, his stats prove it too, but nobody really made a big deal about it. He was just an offensive threat, everybody says, but he's a very underrated defender. I mean, everything he did was above average, to say the least. I mean, the guy had 0 to no flaws. I mean, in his game, he worked on it 24/7, made himself a greater player every day when he woke up, and that was his goal. That's what he strived for. He strived to make himself better. I mean, he didn't care who you were. He was going to try and attack you and try to take the ground. I mean, he grew up watching Michael, and then as soon as he got into the league, he was going at Michael. And Michael will be the first one to tell you he's the second closest to him. I mean, he would go at Michael 24/7 when they played, and it was always fun to watch. I mean, yes, we all know Michael was at the end of his prime when they played, but it was still amazing to watch somebody go against their idol. Not only that, I mean, he even butted heads with his teammates, like Shaq. I mean, him and Shaq didn't get along off the court, but on the court, they made it work. I mean, I honestly think the fact that they argued so much, it made each other better. I think it took both of them to a new game, and I think Shaq was probably the best teammate he's ever had. I think it is his best teammate he's ever had. I mean, Shaq's amazing, but we're not here to talk about Shaq. But when they played, it was amazing. I mean, even watching him play LeBron, he went out LeBron like he was a nobody. In the All-Star games, he would even play his ass off going against Wade. And when Wade broke his nose and Wade calls him to apologize, he says, "No, I love it." I mean, the stuff that Kobe was doing was crazy. I don't think anybody could dispute that. Nobody could dispute how great he was. It's just a shame that he's not with us right now. But today's a huge day for us Laker fans and NBA fans in general. He's in the Hall of Fame now. He's getting inducted by Michael Jordan. That's going to be something to watch. And this is just a huge moment for basketball. Big draft class going in. I mean, not draft class. Big group of guys going into the Hall of Fame today, but I think it's all highlighted by Kobe. And let's be honest with ourselves for a second, though. Who worked harder than Kobe Bryant? Kobe Bryant was basketball in the flesh. The man woke up, basketball. Ate, basketball. Slept, basketball. He never stopped grinding. I remember Allen Iverson, after a game they played, AI asked him where he was going to go. AI said he was going to the club. Kobe said he was going to the gym. I mean, the guy was going to opponents' arenas early in the mornings to go practice. He was in high school gyms practicing so we could get ready for the games. Nobody worked harder than him in basketball, and we can't forget about what he did off the court either. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's China's favorite player. Everybody over there knew his name. He learned different languages just so he could speak. When he went over there, I believe he learned some Spain and Spanish to talk to Tony Parker and Luis Scola on the court and know what they were talking about. I mean, he took basketball seriously enough to learn languages. That's just crazy to think about. I mean, name another player that's learned another language to know what other people are talking about when they play basketball. I mean, that's one huge advantage. And oh, Kobe would just tear up because of that. I mean, you saw him. He's a gold medalist. He's one of the goats, man, and everything he did, it always had a good effect on him for basketball. If he did something, you knew it was to help him play basketball or his family. But it was either one of the two all the time. And it's just an honor to be here talking about him today, going into the Hall of Fame. I've waited for this moment since he retired. I wanted to see him get in the Hall of Fame. And now it's finally here. Now we get to celebrate his legacy. We get to celebrate everything. We get to celebrate that he is solidified. We knew that when he was retiring, though. We knew he was going to the first ballot Hall of Fame. But still, now that it's here, it's a big moment. And it's really, honestly, just a huge moment for me. And basketball fans, Laker fans, everybody around the league. You don't even have to be an NBA fan to love Kobe. My parents don't love basketball that much, but they still loved Kobe to death. I mean, everybody loved Kobe. What was there not to like about him? He was a man on a mission to be the best person he could be, and he accomplished that. I mean, all the clips you're seeing, I mean, that doesn't even begin to start talking about what Kobe did. His 81-point game against Toronto with Jalen Rose guarding him. His 5 championships. 5. I mean, yes, 3 were with Shaq, but then he won 2 not by himself, obviously. No basketball championships, a one-man thing, but he still won 2 championships without Shaq. Nobody thought he would do it without Shaq. That was the big argument when he was younger, but this doesn't begin to scratch the surface of how great he was. You'd have to have like a 4 or 5 hour long video talking about how great he was, and that still might not even be enough. I mean, the words to describe this man, I don't think they exist yet. I think you're going to need to find some new words to talk about how great he was at everything he did. And that's the thing. He was great at everything he did. That didn't even matter if it was strictly on the basketball court. Everything he did, he was a great dad. 4 beautiful daughters. He was a great dad. And you can't talk about Kobe without talking about the end. Kobe Bryant unfortunately passed away last year. It's been a bit over a year now, and him, his daughter, and 9 others were lost on a helicopter accident. And we're never going to forget that, because it touched all our hearts to lose somebody and so many people so young. And it hurts because Gianna was definitely going to the WNBA. Kobe was only getting started outside of basketball. He was the happiest I think anybody ever saw him after retirement. And it was really tragic. But today's not a day to mourn. Today's a day to celebrate his legacy and everything he did. So that's the last you heard from me for this. Thank you, Kobe.
Man, guys, you know, it's I can't believe how fast 20 years went by. I mean, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And you know, to be standing here at center court with you guys, my teammates behind me, and appreciating all this, you know, the journey that we've been on. You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs. And I think the most important part is that we all stayed together throughout. You know, I grew up a diehard Laker fan. Diehard. I mean, I knew everything about every player that's ever played here. So to be drafted and then traded to this organization and to spend 20 years here, I mean, you can't write something better than this. And I'm more proud of the fact that not about the championships, but about the down years, because we didn't run. We didn't run. We played through all that stuff, and we got our championships, and we did it the right way. And all I can do here is just thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the years of support. Thank you guys for all the motivation. Thank you for all the inspiration. And you know, what's funny, the thing that had me cracking up all night long was the fact that I go through 20 years of everybody screaming to pass the ball, and then the last night they're like, don't pass it. This has been absolutely beautiful, you guys. I can't believe it's come to an end. You guys will always be in my heart, and I sincerely appreciate it. No words can describe how I feel about you guys. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. God, I love you guys, and I love you guys. And to my family, my wife Vanessa, our daughters Natalia and Gianna, you know, thank you guys for all your sacrifice. You know, for all the hours I spent in the gym working and training. And Vanessa, you holding down the family the way that you have. I can't, there's no way that I can thank you enough for that. So, yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And what can I say? Mamba out.